What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Barcelona Football Manager 2022 Rebuild Series. So I've gone through the preseason now. We've made some transfers. Yeah, I was focused a bit on, getting the right deals done. We didn't bring anyone in for the reason we'll explain, but we did sell some players, so we'll get into that right now. So it was the crop of these three here in a combined total of 38 million. Neto, in terms of the goalkeeper, he's not going to be our main keeper. So for a backup goalkeeper, I think he was worth too much. And get him off the wages as well, which is another big thing that we will continue to talk about maybe with some other players. But yeah, a backup goalkeeper that's getting older that still had a little bit of value in him. 18 million, I'd take that for sure. Then Oscar, we're going to Brighton for 10 million. And I love to... That's how I can judge a player's quality as well. A lot of the time, not every single time, as there's differing circumstances, but a lot of the time you can see that makes sense to me. A team like Brighton signed him. Yeah, he's not Barcelona quality. And then Martin Braithwaite, almost on a similar, is he even to Tottenham? That's a funny move for me. I'm like, I'd probably want to target a different striker if I was Tottenham, but I'm not surprised that Tottenham went for him. It's just funny how Tottenham works sometimes. But yeah, Martin Braithwaite, I'm still surprised that I don't even know the reasons why Barca targeted him for a signing. He was at Middlesbrough in the Championship a few seasons ago, but I guess you could say 16 million, considered the money Barca had, let's say. Nothing crazy. But as I said, to get a combination of that money there, like 38 million for those three guys and free up some wages as well, and in turn see what it has done. Transfer budget looks good. Available wage budget looks good. Overall balance, no, though. 20 million. We got them out of the red. So that's a tick. That's a tick so far. But that's not an amount where we're going to be signing someone that's good quality. Maybe, ever so maybe, there could be a slight young player that comes up. But we might take a look right now, just show you guys the situation. We're going to wait for scouts to come through. So, reports. There might be a recommendation or two. We'll sort by potential. There might be that's what I find interesting. There's a couple A's, and I'm not really too sure about them. Someone like Boubacar Kamara, who's 21 years old. I suppose I noticed his contract is running out. So, yeah, we try and get another scout report on him again. So those attributes shortened down, but you can still see a majority. You get the idea of top player he is. For a free transfer, yeah, so that's what we might save a bit of our wage for, honestly. I'd still like to keep it pretty Spanish, the team, but obviously not every single player. And something else, because I haven't done a save in Spain for a while, so I don't know how fresh these rules are. If we go over to the registration, but I like these rules in place. You got a maximum of 3 non-EU players, only got 1 for the current point in time. Maximum of 23 outfield players. See, we couldn't even sign another, but we had too many players to begin with. So, look, maximum squad salary. There's actually really a salary cap, even though that's an extreme amount anyway. Maybe a reason Messi had to... Was that a reason Messi had to go as well? Forget, Barcelona debt. You can't add Messi to this team. That's mad. And maximum squad size of 25 players. So there's actually decent restrictions. It's still doable. But yeah, someone like Titi, but I'm not surprised that no one's coming after him because he's on 275k. That's ridiculous. So do you just take him off the transfer list to keep him happy? Because I can't see anyone coming in for him. The absolute top clubs, I think they can target better players and even on a bit of a cheaper wage. So let me know. Do we just try and keep him happy for the next couple of years? Because to be fair, he's 27 years old. He's not going to drop in his, quality throughout the rest of his contract. What would you guys say to that? I think might as well maintain his happiness and not have him listed because then he's going to be, unhappy, of course. He'll be happier just knowing he's a first-team player and being used. So, yeah, let me know up in the comments what you think about that. So that is a couple reasons now that I haven't brought in someone else. It's not just if we sign someone worthy, like a top player. I'm not sure we could with that money anyway. But even if we had it in our budget and our balance was like that, no, I wouldn't send us into the red again, our balance into the red just to get a good player. But you see the restrictions with the registration. We couldn't bring anyone in right now. The final games of the day is the two biggest clubs in Barca and Real Madrid. As we enter our tactical meeting, this is going to have your, first look at our tactic. But before we do that, actually, no. Our preseason friendlies, not bad, but there were some big clubs in there, especially in PSG and Dortmund. So even though they weren't wins, it was a loss against PSG. But as I said, there was fitness issues. Don't forget the injuries, but players, some of our better players that weren't injured were still away on holiday. So, keep that in mind. Govey's playing it. I've got good hopes in him because, again, we're talking about this on the rebuild, and maybe stick around to the end of the video. You do know I mentioned how I was going to hope to try and play this, but it was depending how the series goes as well. It may end up where we play through the series a bit quicker. Again, it was just me trying to feel, what's going to be best, because now I'm starting to think, I'd want to try some with other teams as well. That could be the way forward. But anyway, we just see how we go as the series pushes on. But he fits the build of a rebuild. And that's what we might see this season. We'll see some of these younger guys getting games in the first team. That's what I would like to do anyway. So, let's take a look now. Aguero, still from 5 to 2 months out, so can't be using the main man up top. And the reason Aguero is injured, he's got a torn calf muscle. I think he's going through a bit more than that. He could also easily not be going through that at this current point in time. So that's all we'll say. Then we move over to Dembele, 4 to 5 months, which is huge. Honestly, you could argue he's the best winger at the team. So, and then Wage, he's not really as crucial, so almost don't worry about him. But just updating you on the injuries. Fati, I was wondering, I wasn't sure if he was going to get back for today's game, but there's not a lot of other options. He's 3 weeks. You probably should have known. He was on that orange, so I didn't look actually how long he was out for with all these injuries to be on top of all. It was Balde, Demir. If you take a look at Balde, he's quick. His first team ability is not the greatest. And if you go over to Demir, he's probably, far from, you could say probably bring Demir in. He's not bad as inside forward because, he's strong on that left side. Inverted winger, but they're similar roles. So, he should be, he'll be good in that. But again, also means we're forced to be starting De Jong, essentially. This is the weakest I've seen a Barcelona team, and this is probably the strongest, even Coutinho as well. 5 to 10 days away. He's just sitting there on the bench. So we have a couple injured players on the bench. So Longley and PK to be starting. Well, we touch on Umtiti, get up in the comments. And even with the central mids, that's why we're talking about this so much. We're trying to, and again, another youngster. He's very impressive in certain areas and other areas a bit weaker. So I'm still worried about him. Not worried, but it's more just, wondering how he's going to play out, but not going to have him for loan because, he's going to be rotating. But for now, even with Roberto, he could play a few roles. Not bad as Mazzala. And even right back's another situation where he could play. Dest, he's probably, that's where we want to be playing. It's good he can play on both sides. So, a couple talents. Don't forget Alba's getting older. So, I think that's a reason as well. We probably would want to fast track a bit because we know where we want to get to with Barcelona and this first season. There's going to be guys like PK I didn't want to sell exactly. I thought, again, another guy who's contracted. He's for a few seasons, so you might want to sell him at some point. Is he really going to play 3 more seasons? I'm really intrigued to see where he's going to be sitting 2 seasons from now. And there's a lot. There's a lot to be thinking about, but let's move on. Got to give one more number. That was Pena. Perfect. 13's available, and we'll use that. Let's move on. So that's what I mean with selling a backup goalkeeper. Sure, we just bring Pena into the first team, and that was some money to be made on NATO. And it feels good that we're not in the red anymore. I always hate that, but there's a lot of work to be done. But doing these rebuild kind of saves are, really interesting at this point in time, and it was, it's been one that's been given to us. So extremely. Barcelona, we know how huge they are as a club. And how they're struggling. It's wow, it's so perfect for this. And it's not going to be a quick job either. It's not one where, you're trying to rebuild a big club and they've got the money, you're just going to splash. That's not the situation. And then we're going to the tunnel. Oh, I don't usually do these, do I? Yeah, we usually just set for the assistant. That's what you got to do at the start of a new save as well. Get so much of that. So we'll just send the assistant. Yeah, we don't usually... Just to show you the settings we use as well. TV. You see the full camera zoom. Get the height around there as well. And also, yeah, put the match speed up by 1. Generally pretty good. But yeah, let's see. Ooh, Bartra. Yeah, former Barca player, of course. So they're just going, Des. See, positioned really smartly there. Stood in front of the man, then gets it to Demir. Oh, this is neat. De Jong. Is that going to count? It's not. Oh, yeah, I felt that was offside. And considering that I felt like it looked offside, it's probably clear. Or maybe it's going to be given. We've got to remember what it's like this year. Or, no, it's awarded. There you go. After all that, I thought, if you take a look here, I think it was... it would have been close. It's a goal, so we're happy. To be fair, it's a game we should dominate. In general. See, I'm seeing Barcelona as Barcelona as we know them. But maybe these games we should dominate. Maybe not as much as we're used to. But let's see. Yeah, Dest. But that's going to be the positive. Blooding guys like him and Demir. As I said, if we go on to actually purchase him. Ooh, what's that going to be? Oh, that's good. When it says took away the legs, that's generally a sending off. We're going to take that and I'm not going to complain about it, but I'm pretty surprised. But I knew it was going to be red, but take away the legs, red card. But anyway, this is going to make the game a bit easier now. De Jong, offside. Now, this year we don't know. More often than not, these are given as actual goals. Yeah, goals are being awarded. It's like it's been flipped on its head from FM21. But can Luke de Jong be better than I expected? We'll see what happens as, this highlight directly after. But anyway, because he's not that same, he's not that same big name. But early on as manager, your striker... He scores 2. He scores 2 in the first 20 minutes or so. You're loving it. You're loving that. Maybe not that defending. You're maybe not loving that defending. So that's where we're going to take a look at this again. Let's take a look. Teo made the goal. So you see Guardado. Just trying to see the weakness there. Desk. And he be a bit tighter. Even the defending. Like, who's that? PK, man. Like, seriously. Bit to be worked on. Let's say 2-1 is, after just conceding, is so hard for a shout. I'm just going to say focus. Because you don't really want to praise them, even though you're leading. And they got a sending off. Oh, come on. Hey, maybe no clean sheet bonuses is going to be a benefit. Well, not no. I mean, have games where we don't keep many clean sheets. Might have a slight benefit for the club. Nah, Sergio Busquets. De Jong! He's got a hat-trick. He's got a hat-trick in 35. He's got a hat-trick in 35. Okay. Okay, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And he might actually be that. Like, he might be the striker that's the man for us. And Busquets. De Jong. That's great football. So, yeah, even see where Sergio Busquets getting in attacking positions from that halfback role. Yeah, executing that well. But, yeah, for Luke de Jong, like, he's solid, isn't he? He's a solid, experienced striker. I guess he's showing that. Yeah, he's not bad. Those attributes aren't horrendous by any means. He's showing that he's an experienced striker and he's been around. So if he gets provided with chances, he will take them. He's not a striker where you need to rely on him. But he's a striker, if you give him the service, he'll score, like we're seeing today. That wasn't very good. Demir, he's shown some little signs today. Look at the movement. Now it's Memphis. Oh, look at this overlap. Jordi Alba in all the space in the world. Look at this. De Jong. Don't forget, there's 2 De Jongs in the team. Just say we're happy with how much we created there. Keep the boys inspired and motivated. All good. So I love where you can get your DM sitting that deep, but then he also makes runs forward as well. And gets involved and helped win back possession. Yeah, it's early, position well. He makes the runs when he can see them. Here we go. Dest, essentially a winger. Going to be deadly. Gavi, this will be a great opportunity. Someone, maybe like a Sergio Roberto. Let's bring in Gavi. He's a very promising talent. There's no doubt about that. We just were speaking on him before, 17 years old. Yeah, let's bring him on. Let's bring him on here, see what he can do. I would love for the highlight to be for a goal for him, but what's the odds for that? Maybe not. If it's just a goal in general, he almost was involved in. Let's see. PK to Busquets. Just get that out wide to Jordi Alba. Yes. Jordi Alba plays that in neatly and falls to Demir. And is that going to count? There's going to be so many reviewed goals this year. Even though, okay, we'll see. It didn't look offside. That didn't look offside. And that's the one that was disallowed. Oh, maybe because if there was a player standing in front of the goalkeeper, I don't like that. I don't like those. I don't think that should be given, but that's just me. Let's just make a couple more changes now because of being in control. Demir, maybe give Balde a chance for sure. Frankie, Sergio Busquets, and we bring on, I'm sure we can, make a change there and drop Dion. That's going to be a little benefit that we can do, We'll be happy there. Happy with that change. But dominating performance. We're not seeing too much after that change. Gavi now, though. That's cleared, and then Dest is in a good position. To Balde, there's a few yellow cards. Long late, get it to Gavi. This is good. We'll bring him back. The possession. The Barcelona possession, tiki-taka. I know saying tiki-taka is very controversial if you don't get it right, but I think we're progressing towards that. Jordi Alba. It does, at least through our play style, I do think we're seeing it. And then, maybe not the long shot attempt, but the passing football definitely is there. Okay, late corner, 5 minutes left. Let's finish the job. Finish the job. Not quite, but we're going to get the possession back. Des, he looks so dangerous bombing down that right side. And now Jordi Alba over on that left. Is he going to get a cross in? No, smart. Oh, what a ball. What a ball. And that would have been a beautiful goal. Now, no. Looks like we're going to play out. I'm so happy the chances we're creating, though. I think we're playing some beautiful football early. Keep in mind, we are playing against Betis. But, 27 shots in total, 13 on target. I think, honestly, our XG could have even been higher, but we'll take that. At the end of the day, we take 3-1. That's the scoreline. We take the 3 points home, and we'll just praise. Nice work, everyone. That was good. So, we continue after that. Take the 3 points, but I think there's a lot of impressive signs we saw in our style. Of course, one Miranda was another one. There's quite a few ex-Barca players in that game. But anyway, Solskjaer, what's he doing there? Ter Stegen. I'm like, Ollie, of course he has to make an appearance. But we're just going to leave things there now, guys. Get your thoughts up in the comments. And we'll see how we go over the next few episodes. I'll start it like we intended. We'll go Valencia, Mallorca next. And we'll just see how the series starts for the first few episodes. But I get a feeling maybe we'll start to play a little bit more off camera. Even though, you said in the first episode you wouldn't do that. But I just get, my ideas and, how I see this playing out and what I want to do going forward. And what it's going to be with Barca. It's not a quick fix. It's not just splashing money. It's not making big money signings. It's going to be quite heavy with youth. And it's probably a 5-season plus project, really. So, and we get our own intake players and all that. So that's where we're going to have our focus. Let me know your thoughts up in the comments anyway, and I'll see you guys next time.